Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Bob Doyle Show. I am, of course, your host, Bob Doyle, and that's where we get the name of the show, the Bob Doyle Show. These are the Bob Doyle Show dancers. This is their favorite job of all time. That's pretty loud in terms of the music. Now, before anyone reaches out and says, "Hey, Bob, there's a little reverb going on in your voice, a little echo effect," just want to make sure you know that. Guess what? I know it. Why? Because today, well, first of all, let's be reacquainted with the title of this show. It goes something like this.
It's the Bob Doyle Show. It's the Bob Doyle Show.
All right, so I think we're probably clear on that. We want you to subscribe and click the bell if you haven't already. Why do you do that? Guys, it's so that you won't miss a minute of this exciting action called the Bob Doyle Show. We've got it all. Thrills, chills, romance, more chills, thrills, a little, pathos, is that the right word? I don't know. But it's got it all. If you watch long enough, you're going to know. So welcome to a very special edition of the Bob Doyle Show. It's called the All Voiceover Morning. But before we do too much of that nonsense, let's take a look at who's in the room. We've got Leanne and we've got Loretta. We've got Lisbeth. That's about it. And that's fine, because these are the team players. One of these people is a voiceover artist. Can you guess which one? That's good. I didn't ask for you to, but listen, here's how the day is going to work. First of all, I won't always talk like this. Sometimes I may talk like this. You just never know. It depends on what I'm saying. You see, that's the craft of voiceover. You didn't know that you were going to get that kind of information, did you? You probably just thought, I don't know. I don't know what you thought, because guess what this isn't? It's not the mind-reading show. That's right. The mind-reading show comes on at 2:30 a.m. and is hosted by Flora. She's really good from what I hear. So if you've got a mind that needs reading, be sure to tune in tonight for Flora. That's how we say it. It's part of her branding. Okay, so that's the kind of thing we're going to do. Now, what is going to make this interesting for however long I decide to do it? I have really no idea. But I'm hoping that you will participate. How? I don't know. Give me something to say. Give me something to read. We also have another special thing. Now, I'm going to have to admit that I've set up some special buttons for this particular show. I'm not 100% familiar with them, so let's see what happens. Now, this, of course, what you're looking at. And you're going to pop up. Some of you are going to learn something today. You didn't know that, did you? Let's change the style up a little bit. Well, I got to do something. Can't just stare at the camera. That's my quiet style. Let's say you need a voiceover. What is a voiceover? Let's talk about that for a moment. When you watch a commercial and you hear a voice over it, that's a voiceover. Now we've set the parameters. This is what you're looking at behind me is the Facebook Creator Studio music/sound collection. These are musical pieces arranged by category, etc. You can see up here genre, moods, durations, vocals, no vocals, that you can use in your Facebook videos. I'll bet you didn't know that. And so what we can do is just choose one. Come on down, ladies and gentlemen. No, that's not how they talk it off of this. Actually, this is a terrible example. Let's find something else. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get our script for this particular music from the Science Almanac. It's so science-y that you can see through the border. We're going to learn a fun fact about the clever dog walker. You just got home after a long day at school, and your restless four-legged friend is barking and running laps around your room. But it's cold and rainy, and the last thing you feel like doing is taking him for a walk. Relax. Lead your canine pal. First of all, I'm acutely aware that this music is ridiculously inappropriate for a dog. I thought it would be science-y, you see, because it says right there, Science Almanac. So I thought it would have been better, Animals Almanac. That would have been much better for the dog thing, don't you think? Also, For your reference, Joy, we have the Guinness World Records of 2009. For example, drinking wine in the text adventure game The Hobbit gets you drunk, at which point the text instructions become slurred, with S replaced with sh. You drink shum wine. You may be seated. This is how this works. Now, here's the other thing that you can do. We've got this comment section up here. You can see Leanne and Tracy and Leanne and Loretta and Kathy and Leanne and Tracy and Steve. Good morning, Steve. I'm sorry that I didn't see you come in. You were so quiet as a mouse, inside this tiny little house. Sometimes in voiceover you're asked to rap. I don't normally do that, but when I do, man oh man, do I do it well. Okay, so Loretta says good morning to Tracy, so we're going to wait now for Tracy to say good morning back to Loretta, because that's how society works. Now, some of you are saying you're kind of stuck on that one voice, which no one in their right mind would use. So let's see if we can go back to the music, and we'll sort by dreamy mood. This is something fun you can do at home. So what might Kiss of the Sparrow sound like? All right, that's what it sounds like. What's a fun fact, weird fact, that would go along with this type of music? Probably not the thing I'm looking at about wildebeests. In the minute it takes a sloth to move 5 feet, a human can walk 220 feet. A cockroach can crawl 295 feet. A greyhound can run 2,112 feet. A horse can gallop 2,677 feet. The turtle. Sorry, you need some background for this. It's a two-headed turtle. These turtle heads share one body, but they eat enough for two. This is how you make science sexy. 20 million bats live inside the world's largest bat colony. Makes you want to bat, doesn't it? That's the art of voiceover. You see, normally, hearing about a great white shark weighing as much as 15 gorillas wouldn't make you want to cuddle up with someone, but right now, I'll bet you're holding your loved one just a little closer. If humans had the metabolism of a hummingbird, we would need to eat about 400 cheeseburgers a day. Last year, U.S. pet owners spent about $48 billion on their pets. Here are some of the most outrageous ways pets have been pampered. Let's change the music up. For that, we're going to go to something playful. Here, let's see. Because man, oh man, we are about to hear. Is there something playful? How about Quirky? That sounds good. Is this Quirky? Nah, that's a terrible classification of that sound. How about we go to something like, see how fun this is? Energetic. At pet spas, pooches can get a massage, have their nails done, or get a rainbow-colored dye job. One doggy ranch even has a bone-shaped pool. One pet owner says her cat refuses to wear anything but a rhinestone-studded leather collar. Dogs can get in on the act with $200 cashmere sweaters and $100 raincoats. Some felines live in the lap of luxury with $600 hand-carved furniture sets, such as 4-poster beds and custom-built dressers. A kitty has to have somewhere to keep her jeweled tiaras. Many hotels offer special services for four-legged guests, on their owner's bill, of course. One Mexican resort has pooch-only pool cabanas. Some hotels have service offering doggy delight. Okay. I think you get the idea. You know, another popular use of voiceover is for meditations. Now, who doesn't love a good meditation? Let's find out. Tracy's here. She says, must have been. No idea what that's about. Okay, Barb is here, saying good morning to me again. You remember Barb from, was it last week's show? Maybe the show before that. I don't know. She played a huge role. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, meditation. Let's go find some music. Sorry about that. Let's go find some music that's suitable for meditation. Mysterious, sad, dark, jazz, angry, chill, nope, ambient, nope, all moods, happy, nope, genres. Sorry. This is how you do it. I know you're thinking that song right now. This is how we do it. And we got to take off energetic, because ambient and energetic, that's not going to work together. Do you feel like you're behind the scenes, part of the group, employee almost? Because if you do, you should get me some coffee. Thanks. All right. Get comfortable, damn it. Stop crossing your feet. And you don't have to hold your hands that way. Just because you saw it on TV doesn't mean that's how meditation works. Now, take a breath. I don't care where you get it, from your neighbor, the breath store, Amazon, maybe Amazon Prime, same-day delivery. Now, take another breath. There's a 2-for-1 sale. If you haven't closed your eyes already, good for you. I never asked you to. Some people just sit down to meditate and immediately close their eyes. That's not how it works. You have to listen to what I say, otherwise you're doing it wrong. Nobody wants to get meditation wrong, so why don't you just stop overthinking this and just follow my instructions. Are you relaxed? That's good. Now take another breath. Yes, another one. It doesn't cost anything, and it's very low in calories. Okay, now you can close your eyes. And now open them again. And now close them again. Now, stop laughing. Meditation doesn't work that way. Now, I want you to imagine yourself in the middle of some damn field somewhere. Ignore the coyotes, they're not going to hurt you. We're just going to hang here for a while until you're over your fear of coyotes. That's right. That's what this meditation is all about. Because man, oh man, you do not want to live your life in fear of those guys. No. I'd like you to visualize petting a coyote. What are you doing? That's dangerous. Back off. If I told you to visualize jumping off a cliff, would you do that too? Are you relaxed? Good, because the meditation's over apparently. All right, so that's how that works. Sometimes you need the voice, well, I don't want to say it because I don't want to offend anyone, but every now and then you need someone to say, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please welcome Relena, Lisbeth, Barb, Ann, Leanne, and Tracy, and Steve, and Loretta. Kind of a specialized voiceover job right there. Let's go back to some fun facts. Because they're not fun, they're weird. But how weird are they really? And why do so many of them have to do with freaking animals all the time? Is it about animals? It just says National Geographic Kids, weird but true. It doesn't say, by the way, warning, this is all about freaking animals. Peanut butter, not an animal. Hold on, let's get a appropriate music. That is half the fun. So what's some good peanut butter music? What's a good mood for peanut butter music? We're taking your calls. Oh, I still haven't done that. Visualize us meeting soon. All right, here we go. That's from Relena. Hi, Relena. I'm Bob. Nice to meet you, too. There. Consider it done. That's how visualization works, my friends. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell so that you don't... This has only been 15 minutes. Oh, boy. We're going to go to music now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's check it out. We want something, let's see, we're going to go back to, I don't know, children's. Perfect. Here we go. Nothing in the collection matches these terms. Oh, because it's still looking for space. Every now and then, of course, people will, contact me and say, Bob, I want a voice like this because this is what sells my pancake recipe. To which I'll say, tell me more about this pancake recipe of yours and why you'd like to use that voice. To which they will say, well, you see, my grandfather talked like this when he was making pancakes, and my father also talked like this when he was making pancakes. At which point I'll jump in and say, you keep specifying that this is how they talk while they're making pancakes. Do they talk like that when they're not making pancakes? And of course, then he says, yes, of course, because that's just our voice, but we also happen to be making pancakes. Can I get back to the pancake thing? Then I'll say, yes, you can, and then he'll say, whatever. I got food poisoning from peanut butter, so some horror film music works for me. All right. The problem with the whole peanut butter thing is that I think, oh, good, I thought I closed the book, making it thoroughly impossible to address the peanut butter situation. How does he do it, ladies and gentlemen? It's the instant manifestation thing. I could plug science and get rich here, but I won't because I'm too busy talking about this. Peanut butter. Oh, wait. Never found the music. Let's get back to that. I know there must be some children's music in here, but it's not doing it, so let's just go to comedy instead. Now, wait a second. I think, obviously, something has gone awry because they're not searching, they're not finding any genre. That's embarrassing to me. All durations, no vocals. It seems to me that we should be here. Nope, nothing in the sound collection matches these terms. So what do? We're going to try to cheat the system. We're going to reload the page, but I'm going to do it so you can't see. Meanwhile, you could go out to the lobby and get a cup of coffee or whatever it is you want to get a cup of. Meanwhile, now we've got something showing up back here, so let's go back to genres and where is children's. And you'll see that, of course, there are children's stories. So here we go. Let's see what this sounds like. Peanut butter can be converted into a diamond. So can broccoli, flower petals, butterfly wings, and pencils. And most natural things on Earth. The music took a decidedly geographic turn. Right as I talked up to the post, that's an industry term. But that one was a little odd. So let's go back to this and find another fun fact. I need a happy fact for this. We'll just enjoy it for a moment because we can. If 28 million 10-year-olds held hands, they could circle the Earth. If you were standing at the equator, you'd be traveling at about 1,000 miles an hour. That's 1,600 kph. You can see bright meteorites called fireballs in greater numbers in the spring. Now, here's the thing about spring, and what I'm trying to do here. See, I already know that there's a sync problem. It sounds like I'm on rhythm here, but not on the other side of things. I'm going to come clean with you. That's right, we're going to go take a shower. Come on. I'm not really going to do that. There's actually a reason that I'm doing all of this. I have been doing voiceover, as you know, for a while now, several decades, in fact. Offering my services through BobDoyleVoice.com, the beautiful website you see behind me, mostly through the Fiverr service. That allows me to offer lower rates, professional quality, and the whole business system in the end. Are you still with me? Don't wander off just because this is a blatant freaking commercial in your face. This is how shows work, you see. I give you 21 minutes of unbelievable entertainment. And then you just got to sit through this for a second. And now I know that you watching this right now may or may not be the target audience, as they say in the biz, for this, but maybe you know someone, you or someone you love. Maybe you could start thinking about the people you love instead of you so much. Just a suggestion. Now, going through Fiverr to purchase my voiceover service is a very smart thing to do because, of course, you'll get this, but at a very low rate. But how would you like a lower rate? I'd love that, Bob. But here's my problem. This is you. In fact, let me imitate you. Bob, here's my problem. I don't know why you sound kind of like Ross Perot, but here's my problem. I've got all of this voiceover work, thousands and thousands of words, and although your rate is good, it's not as good as what I need. Is there any way that you can give me a discount on bulk purchases of voiceover? I cannot even believe you brought that up, because it just so happens that I have started to offer voiceover services in bulk. Now, for those of you who have never purchased voiceover before, I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to show you the price. And some of you may go, holy crap, that's a lot of money. You haven't purchased professional voiceover before. So if you look at this number and go, yikes, I'm not talking to you. And I don't mean that I'm not talking to you. It just means that you don't need to scoop what I'm pooping. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So let's scroll down a little bit. Now, first of all, you got to go to BobDoyleVoice.com just to hear these demos. Like this one, for example. Hi, I'm Bob Doyle, and if you're looking for a professional voiceover that doesn't have the sounds of neighborhood violence in the background, then this is your lucky day. Probably your luckiest ever. You know, these days, it's not uncommon to purchase discount voiceover work online that is filled with extraneous noises, like cars, construction equipment, house pets, chainsaws, blood-curdling screams, and a wide array of... All right, you get the idea. There's fun to be had here. So you can scroll on down and listen to the commercial demos, the web explainer video demo. I just do I got a list I'm going to show you just so we're going to get down there. So you can hire me there, or 20,000 words for $2,000. $2,000. See, I'm not afraid to say it. I did the math, to my chagrin, just a little while ago. I said, well, Bob, what if they ordered 20,000 words at the already discounted Fiverr rates that you've been offering to customers all over the world for several years now? Well, it would have come to $4,020-something. That's right, a whopping So, do you see what I'm saying? It's a 50% savings. So for those of you who run companies, sorry, that wasn't very voiceover. For those of you who run companies, who have a message to share on social media, YouTube, even television and radio, and you need a high-quality professional male North American voice to deliver that message in an experienced professional way, with all sorts of tones and etc. That was poor writing right there, but hey, I'm not reading anything. So you see, that makes it even more impressive. Now you might just scroll down a little bit more. No, if you want to learn how to do VO, you can. You want to scroll down a little bit more, you're going to see here a video with, there's no 14 minutes of scrolling positive reviews. This should speak for itself, and it does. Let's continue to scroll. Who's impressed? Raise their hand. No one. Nobody's, although Leanne did say She took the time to say, that's a bargain. And she should know, ladies and gentlemen, because she is the fellow voiceover artist I alluded to a little while ago. So if you guessed Leanne, you win microwave popcorn. It's a day old, but it's goodish. All right, let's go back to what I was talking about. This, still scrolling. Now look, you can read all this, or you can't. Bob, I don't want to read all that. I just want your voice. Great. But don't you want to know the kinds of things I do? Explainer videos, educate. Hey, I'm giving you some examples. This is wrapping up to be a good 30-minute show. All right. Scrolling on down a little bit more, I'm going to remind you once again how you can do it. Now you can go, let's see what happens when I click this. My guess is you're going to go to Fiverr. That's right. Or it's going to ask you to log in. All right, well, let's forget all that, ladies and gentlemen. That's an unfortunate thing. Let's go back to the music, and you guys sit down. Hey, look at that. That was an accident, but it works somehow. But look, I'm all behind the green down here. Behind the green. That's the new name of my... no. Too many buttons. Way too many buttons. Let's just choose one more. Now we can read from the Planet Earth. Weird but True Fact Pack number 1. I had no idea there were so many weird but true things. So wait a minute. Steve just says, did you say a while ago that Fiverr is oversaturated with people offering for voiceover services? Yes, it's pretty saturated. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't do it, Steve. Just because there's other people doing it. Leanne loves day old popcorn, so we'll be shipping some out to her. Of course, it'll be a little bit more than a day old by the time it reaches her overseas. Okay, so let's find some music to wrap this up. I think I want something along the lines of orchestral. Let's see what we've got here. Springtime on Jupiter. Sure, I'm taking no time to assess these. The tallest known snowman was higher than a 12-story building. Weird, but true. Wedding gowns have been made out of toilet paper. Weird, but true. Some fish can walk on land. Weird, but true. The largest pumpkin pie weighed 2,020 pounds. Weird, but true. Cheetahs can change direction in midair when chasing prey. Weird, but true. Star Wars creators designed Yoda to look like Albert Einstein. Weird, but true. Almost 90% of snow is air. And that's the Bob Doyle guarantee. I'd like to fade that out, but instead it just turned right off. Let's get these dancers going again. Ladies and gentlemen, what can I tell you? BobDoyleVoice.com for all your voiceover needs. Answering machine, webpage. You just want to call somebody and use my voice instead. I don't care what you do. But if you got 20,000 words worth of it, I can save you some serious money. Did I say that's the Bob Doyle Show guarantee? All right, thank you, ladies, for dancing behind me each and every week. It makes my day complete. And thanks to you for watching this thing that I do every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, varying lengths, etc. I'm out of here, and so are you. I can prove it.